No, we're not going left. We need to get into the right-hand lane here, autopilot. If we don't get into it now, we are going to Wales. We're going to Wales. Before we get going, we've got to go into park and then turn on navigate on autopilot, and we get this massive message come up. If you want to read it, you can do, but I'm just going to say yes because we obviously do, and now it is ready to go. So let's get going. Like I said, we're going to be going over to Chippenham. What is that? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so for some reason my car thinks that there's something really close to the front of it, and I'm not really sure why it's doing that. And you can see here it's now saying park assist is unavailable. Okay, that's completely new, and just so you know, the car is completely clean, and I actually go around and clean every sensor before I go out and do a video every single time. Now, this is something that I haven't actually talked about. This is one of those kind of slow down and give ways kind of thing. I'm just gonna see what the car does. It's braking, it's braking, it's braking, and yeah, it would just go up to it and basically sit like behind it. But that's really good. Before, when I've tested that, it hasn't actually seen those bollards at all. Those bollards there in front of us, it hasn't actually seen those at all. Now we're on to dual carriageways, but there is a roundabout in the middle of it. Just see what it does actually when you come up to the roundabout. Is it gonna slow down, or it's actually laned, so it might be able to do this. Let's see, this is a really tight circle. Is it going to do it? It's braking, you can see there that the car itself didn't want to do that. It's still doing it, by the way. I didn't take control for any of that, by the way. That was all done by itself. So it just navigated a roundabout by itself. But what you noticed was the car wasn't steering as hard as it normally would do. And that's the problem. What it does now is does this braking bunny hop so that it slows down so it can take a corner better, which is really irritating. This is going to be a really tough bit for autopilot to do. This is coming onto a motorway where we've got several changes that we're going to have to do pretty much straight away. So let's see if it does it all correctly. We've got to get into this right-hand lane. And is it going to? We need to get into the right-hand lane. No, we're not going left. We need to get into the right-hand lane here, autopilot. If we don't get into it now, we are going to Wales. We're going to Wales. No. Why did it do that? It had no idea where I was wanting to go, and it was going to take us to Wales instead of London. Right, okay, that didn't start well, did it? Let's try that again. Like I said, that was a pretty extreme bit, but it's got to be able to do those quick thinking, moves. It's got to be able to get you to your destination. So it's saying to change lane, so I'm going to give it a go and see what it wants to do here. And even though it wanted to, it's not changed lanes. And now we're on to this road.